Welcome, COBEC family. I'm very excited to have Francisco Quiroz here with me today, and he's one of COBEC's success stories. Really excited to talk to him down at the COBEC conference just a few weeks ago, and wanted to interview him with a couple of questions. So, Francisco, how did you get involved with COBEC?
Hi, good morning, everyone. First of all, Dr. West Hickey, allow me to greet COBEC members, and like you rightly said, the wider COBEC family. Greetings from Belize. It's nice and sunny outside. So for those of you who haven't visited Belize, I'm sure that when you come here, you'll find it very pleasant. I got involved in COBEC through San Pedro Junior College back in 2016 when I was elected to the Board of Governors representing the staff. And Dean Gustavo Ellis from San Pedro Junior College invited me and to be a part of COBEC's conference in summer conference in Madison, Wisconsin. So that was my introduction into what the whole consortium is, and after that it was just like a normal walk in the park, if I can say that. So that was my introduction to COBEC.
Very good. And so Gustavo Ellis is a great connector, does a great job making sure we all feel like family in there, and I appreciate everything that he does as well. And I remember being at a conference, I guess you were there at University of North Florida a couple of summers ago, and probably at San Pedro Junior College when we had it a couple of winters ago. Tell me, Francisco, how has COBEC benefited you professionally?
Well, there are a number of benefits that I have drawn both professionally and personally from COBEC. Firstly, I think that education, the opportunity to get to attend an American institution. I went to Murray State University. Secondly, experience, dialogue with different deans and from both U.S. institutions and Belizean institutions. Also, I think that it gave me a great deal of professional exposure, and it certainly aids and helps me in the current position that I have serving the government of Belize. Also, one of the great things that COBEC promotes is networking, and networking is something that benefits us even after we leave these organizations. And I think that was one of the biggest things that I got from COBEC. Just like studying at Murray State, having the opportunity to go from Belize, to leave Belize, go to an American institution, attend, and return back home. I think that was one of the biggest benefits that I achieved from COBEC, both professionally and personally.
Very good. And certainly, I know that in COBEC and all the institutions there really value all the partnerships, and we all tend to build our personal capacity by the networking, as you had said right there. So, Francisco, final question here that I tend to ask everyone is, for COBEC to kind of expand its influence, where does COBEC need to go from here?
Well, Dr. Hickey, if you allow me to elaborate a little bit more on this, I think it's a very important question. But as a trained historian in my previous degree, I think for us to understand, or for us to plan for the future of COBEC, we need to know where COBEC came from. COBEC has been very, very influential in Belize. As you know, and the other partners know, that COBEC has had a hand in every major institution, every major educational institution in this country. And its success and its ability to help to improve the education system in Belize is so big. Now, I think that COBEC's mission must include more development in different sectors. And just from my experience with COBEC, I did not get the degree I pursued in the United States was not an education degree. It was a degree in public administration. Again, attaining it through a COBEC partner institution in the United States. Now, I came back to contribute to my country, not in the field of education, but in investments and in the public service. So I believe that COBEC should consider other development fields in Belize. If we can look at the development of a developing country, right? Its education is a big part. However, we have socioeconomic issues, healthcare, economic and tourism issues, sustainable development. I think that a country like Belize that has so much natural wealth, we need to train Belizeans on how to develop the parts of this economy in a sustainable way. I think that more opportunities ought to be developed, ought to be presented by COBEC partners, both in the United States and in Belize, for Belizean students to be able to attain degrees in engineering, in healthcare, in tourism, in economic development, in sustainable development. I think there's a lot of opportunity there, and I think COBEC, I would advise that COBEC consider these other options. Of course, education is the development pillar, but there are others. There are opportunities for COBEC to have even more contribute more to the development of Belize.
Right. Hey, very good. And so, I mean, you're an example, as you had mentioned there, is that you pursued an avenue that was not education. I know right now at University of North Florida, I think that there are 20 different Belizeans getting degrees in areas that are not related to education. So some of that exists out there. We probably even need to just make sure people are more aware of it at different points, because I think you make a very good point with that. Francisco, I thank you very much. On behalf of COBEC, we're proud of you, and we look forward to the great things you'll be doing in the future.
Thank you.